want to roll your clamps up as close as you can to that arch there. I'm going to clean my toothbrush. And clean out the glue then around the top, around the edges, so it won't look bad or be running down the side or anything like that. Then you can start putting clamps on the clamps that I use right next to the F-hole on the top. I use a little short clamp with smaller diameter pieces of wood on there that also have those covered up with leather. So I'll put a little clamp there so that it won't break out that F-hole, put too much pressure on that F-hole and cause that to crack right there. I'll do that on both sides with the small clamps that I made especially for that reason. And anywhere that I clamp around the F-holes, I want to try to get a clamp that has soft leather on it so that I don't squeeze the top down too hard with a hard piece of leather. So I want to close out this area right in here as best I can, as quick as I can, right around the F-holes, because that's a critical point there, and you don't want to squeeze too hard right on top of the F-hole, because that'll crack the side of the thing there. By picking out clamps then that are soft, it doesn't put too much pressure on the sides of the F-hole because it's split out. Now that I have the center of that fixed, I'll tip it, go over to the other side and do the same thing on this side. Now then I can come back to the wider places and just start putting clamps as close together as I can. I'll put one there, and I'll put, say, two of them here. Put another down here on this end. Right about there. You want to put your clamps as close together as you can. Put about that many on there, then flip, do the same thing on the other side. When you're cleaning out, you also want to, you could check and make sure at this time just by looking at your fingerboard and see that it's going to be plenty high elevation so that you don't have to worry about your fingerboard being too low.
You're supposed to tell a joke every now and then, like Justin Wilson did when he was cooking.
Yeah. Yeah. I was telling him about being elderly, and about all I can do now is just turn 90 years old, is sit on the front porch and wait for my meal on wheels. And then here comes Carl Parker with work for me to do. that's about the way life's going now. Kind of a pitiful situation.
Yeah, and you had to buy gas for me to get down here.
He's a pitiful feller anyway. Had to borrow, comes down here and has to borrow money from me just to get film as far as camera so that I can be in the movies. However, things are going to work out. If I come to a place there where there's a gap, I try to find a big wide clamp to go there, so I can put a little pressure and make sure that I get the right kind of pressure there. Now, if you'll leave these clamps on here till tomorrow morning, give them about 12 or 14 hours drying time, the glue will be set. You won't have any trouble then with having the top glued on with the glue joint. That's about all the clamps I can get on there now. So I turn it like that. And then just for fun, I'm going to lay my little tuner down in front of it. And the note that I'm going to get when I bump it with this hammer is going to be a B note, or a B flat. There it is, C sharp. B flat. I'm happy with that.
So I done all right?
You done good. We done good.
All right. That's about all of that right there for now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All we got to do is wait now till that dries and till the glue sets, and take them off in the morning.
Okay.
Take your clamps off in the morning. How to put a sound post in a fiddle. Some of the kind of things that you need that makes it easy to do is a measuring device that measures the length of the sound post. Another is a good sound post material, and then a sound post setter, and I like these little old-fashioned scissor-like devices here. What you want to do is put your measuring device down in the F hole